Hi there, this is Ann O'Brien, and I thought I'd share with you some tips about how to ask good questions when you're learning to tap into your intuition, talking to your guides, your higher self. How do you know what to ask? Or even if you get a reading from someone like me, how do you make the most of this experience? So I'll just share with you some examples first of some of the questions I have been asked that I realize aren't the best questions. You can have a little contrast. So I remember in one case, a man came to me and his big thing was, am I going to get the promotion? And the more I tuned in on this promotion he was asking about, I realized, and I said this to him, you don't like your job, do you? And he's like, no. And I'm like, well, why are you asking me about the promotion then? Let's talk about what you want to do and why are you trying to get this promotion? And as it turns out, what he wanted to do was make video games, but we discovered that everyone in the family, or all the men in the family, there was a lineage of mechanics. And so he was working as a mechanic and couldn't imagine doing anything else until I pointed this out. So that was awesome. Another type of question I've gotten a lot is he or she cheating on me? So I totally get it. I've been there. Those are the kinds of things that keep you up at night, right? Or you get really scared about, perhaps, nervous. But this type of question, no matter if I say yes or no as the psychic, or if you get, a pendulum or your tarot cards or whatever you're doing to get an answer, if you get a yes or no, are you going to be happy? No, probably not. And so what I recommend is to look at, well, what's motivating the question? And in this case, this woman or man is feeling like they don't trust their partner. And so rather than ask, is this or that happening, you might ask, why am I with somebody I don't trust? Or how can I have more transparency and openness in my relationship? How can I feel safe if you're not feeling safe? So I love just really looking at, what do you really want from your question? Another area or type of question I get a lot is, should I do A or B? Should I go back to school or should I keep my job? For example. So in that case, it's like, well, what if it's C? What if it's not go back to school or keep the job? What if it's some combination or something you haven't thought of yet? So when I get these types of questions, or when I have them in my own life, I will look and I will say, okay, what if I do A? A means go back to school, and I look down the path, imagining a road ahead of A, or maybe I picture a rose or a bubble or some kind of symbol that represents A. And I go, okay, if I go back to school, this is what it might look like or feel like. And then I go, okay, cancel that or just erase that, let that image dissolve. And then I say, okay, what about B? If I keep my job and I just keep working this job, how does that look, feel, smell? What do I hear about that? And once I get a sense of what's A like, what's B like, then I go, which one do I like better? And if it's neither one, or if it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, or, oh my God, I realize I had this aha, I really need a certain type of experience that neither one of those is providing, or this one provides more, then these things are clarifying. So it's a lot more of common sense than it is hocus pocus. And I think this idea of, if only somebody should tell me A or B, or if only somebody would tell me school or work, or cheating or not cheating, or promotion or not promotion, then I would feel better. And the truth is, these types of answers are more externally focused. The answers to these types of questions don't make us feel better, because it's always grasping, always looking for something outside of ourselves. So the other thing I like to do, let's say it's the A or B question, should I do this or that, is I like to go through a meditation exercise. And this is one of the things I'll do with you if you join the Intuitive Training Program, which is coming up starting soon, starting November 9th, is I'll have you take a look at and feel into, and if you sit in meditation, you can imagine choice A, I'm doing it, I'm fully committed, and then notice what comes up. And then same thing, with choice B, go, okay, what if I do choice B, I'm fully committed, and then notice what comes up and clear the energy that's in the way, the energy that says either, oh my God, it has to be B, or oh my God, I could never choose B, right? And we're seeing this with the election, right? A lot of people are like, 100% it has to be this person or we're all gonna die, right? And people have opposing views. So looking at this, the version of this in your own life that you may be doing with the smaller choices that you have, but maybe even more important choices for you personally. Does it have to be A or B, or is there start an empowerment process of going, ooh, I can't have A because of this. I think I need B because of this. What if there's another answer? What if there's more to it? What if I'm influenced by something that's not really for me? And often we're influenced by family members, by partners, by our past experience, by what we learned in school, church, programming, work, the culture, the media, sometimes past experiences, even past lives. We can be influenced. So if we go, oh, if I imagine choosing A, I feel like I have to do it because church said so. I feel like I can't do it because boyfriend said so. You get the idea. These are just examples. So clearing what's not for you, clearing what's not yours, clearing what's from either people you know, people you don't know, the collective, your past, the programming, past lives maybe even, then you can really see clearly and get a clearer answer and a stronger sense of what's really for you. I will also say that when you're asking a question, you can ask, well, what do I want this answer to give me? Let's say, let me think of a question here. So am I going to get sick, right? It's not about yes or no. Again, that's an externally motivated question that you have no power over. So rather than that, well, what do I really need from that question? I really need to stay healthy. I really want to stay healthy. And so I could ask, rather than am I going to get sick, which is disempowering, I could say, how can I be healthy? What do I need to know? What do I need to do? And then there's so much that can come. So I look at tapping into our intuition as really an empowerment process, really a process of you being in the driver's seat. And I find that it's less scary for most people. So if you've been somebody who's like, oh my God, I don't know if I want to see clairvoyantly. I don't know if I want to see images or talk to spirit guides or get answers, because what if I see something bad? What if I see something I don't want to be responsible for? What if I see something disturbing? The truth is that the more you can choose intentionally, number one, you can turn off your intuition when you don't want it. You can decide, I'm not going to be intuitive for other people or with things I don't need to know, but then intentionally saying, okay, I need to know these things for my own happiness, my own well-being, and then be really clear about what kinds of questions you ask so you can get the answers that are going to make you feel better and not worse. So I hope this was helpful. If you'd like to learn more, you can check out AnnO'BrienLiving.com/intuition. And I have an intuitive training program, as I mentioned. It runs November 9th through April, so about 6 months. And the early bird bonus, by the way, is happening until this Monday, the 2nd. And that is a bonus 30-minute reading with me, intuitive reading and healing. So that's free when you sign up for the program by November 2nd. And there's payment plans available. Feel free to reach out via the form on the site if you have questions. So many blessings, and I will catch you soon. Bye.